Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on what your viewing time is. It is Pastor Bob with another daily Bible reading insight. Today is day 172, 172, in our Read Through the Bible in Your program. And that means we are right in the middle of Esther 4 and 6 and Acts 5, finishing up chapter 5, reading verses 17 through 42. In the book of Acts, the apostles get arrested by the religious leaders who are super jealous, and we read that they get thrown in public jail. Not sure how that works. Shouldn't public jail be for public criminals, not religious criminals? Never mind, the angel of the Lord comes and busts them out anyways. And they go right back to preaching the gospel. In verse 34, a man named Gamaliel gives brilliant advice which we should follow today. He says, my brothers, he says, if God is not with them in this ministry that they're doing, it'll quickly fade, like all of those other pretenders. And we don't need to lift a finger. However, if God is with them, then we might be in a position where we're fighting against God, and we don't want to do that. So let's just give them space to do what they will. For you and me, if we see a ministry that we do not approve of, I think that's pretty good advice. Give them space. If God isn't in it, it's not going to last. And if God is in it, we don't want to be against it. Amen? Amen. Preach it. What I really want to talk to you about today is our girl Esther. As we read yesterday, Esther gets picked out of a billion other pretty girls to become the wife of the king. All hail Queen Esther. And she's put in a pretty prominent position of authority. Today we read that the evil Haman is plotting to kill all of the Jews. Esther's uncle Mordecai comes to Esther and says, you are the one to go to the king and save us. You are the one whom God put in this position to save us, right? Esther agrees. Now, this is much harder than it sounds, because if you go to the king without being summoned, he has the right and sometimes the expectation to kill you. So Esther is very literally putting her life into her own hands. How does she respond with this? We read in verses 15 and 16. Then Esther sent this reply to Mordecai. Go, gather today all the Jews who are in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days night or day. I and my attendants will fast as you do. When this is done, I will go to the king, even though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish. Wow, what a boss lady. Esther is demonstrating this stunning courage. The question that we want to know, how do we do the same? How do we have that same iron spine, that discipline, that fortitude? I think the answer is to commit right here, right now, to pleasing God and pleasing only God. And if we have to face the consequences of that, even up to death, so be it. Do you know the most likely result of that decision, making the decision today to please God and only God? Freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from worry, freedom from the world and its opinions. When God is the only one we're concerned with blessings, right? The chains of this world break and we are set free. Amen. Thanks for checking out another daily Bible reading insight. Pastor Bob. We'll see you tomorrow.